I think anyone starting trading is going to lose money for several years. You know, you're looking for a career that pays a lot of money. Everyone trading wants to make a lot of money. You're competing against extremely smart people, and it's essentially a zero-sum game. So you're trying to take money from really, really smart people who are trying to take money from you. And when you start out, they're going to win. You're going to lose money. If you have the discipline and you're careful and you learn how to be objective and you try not to be greedy and you use stops, you use profit targets, I believe it's something that you can do.
The successful trader wins by being an expert at losing. Yeah. A successful trader is not trying to make things happen. He's managing that beast, that caveman brain, so that it's okay to lose. In fact, he trains himself to say, that was a really good loss. I look at my trade and say, was this a method mistake? No, that's pretty much my strategy. Was it a psychological mistake? No, I had a good solid mindset. Then what happened is I just experienced probability.
Don't buy it, but put an order in to buy it at where you're going to put your stop loss, and then just watch how many times the market goes to your order. Okay, markets will go to the obvious stops most of the time, and one of my rules is that I want to put my entries where the masses put their stops. So I think that you can think your way through most of that, but you really need to spend some time in being brave and getting in at a good level. If you don't get in at a good level, there's nothing that upsets me more than a guy saying that this is a very risky trade, I'll use a tight stop loss. That's just rubbish, because you'll get stopped out over and over and over again. The stop needs to be where the stop needs to be. So if your entry is sloppy, then your stop loss is going to have to be a red bus away from where you got in at to give yourself a chance of staying in the mood.
One of the best traders ever, Richard Dennis, a famed commodity trader, and he said, and I quote, "We could post our trading rules on the front page of the Wall Street Journal and still people would not be able to make money from them." I want to show you who you really are on the experiences of a guy who spent every single day from 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. watching you trade. 14 hours every single trading day for a decade. You managed to go broke over and over because you're always snapping at the profit, because you didn't understand fear. You didn't understand what was going on in your minds. And I'm not belittling you, and now I am not talking down to you. I am genuinely trying to make you see trading from a very different perspective.
Call yourself a trader, but it's very difficult to get to the level where you are a consistently profitable trader. And there's no shortcut. You can't buy a book, you can't attend a course, you can't listen to anyone. You see, you can't be taught anything. I cannot teach you anything. You have to decide to teach yourself. I can guide you, but ultimately you, in any endeavor in life, be it sport, be it politics, be it education, you have to want it yourself. And that's what separates the 99% with the 1%.
There's a complete difference of being a good trader and making money. If you aim to make money, it puts you at a disadvantage, because aiming to make money forces you to rush the process, forces you to take stupid trades, forces you to go in the wrong direction. But when you focus on being a good trader, and you are a good trader, and you can identify good opportunities, execute on the good opportunities, manage your risk, money comes to the front door and starts knocking on it.
So I think it's important that people do not take it personally. That they look at that and say, did I make the right decision? Did I follow my strategy? If I did, good job. Am I going to have losses? Absolutely. Am I going to have profitable trades? Well, we should if we were following our strategy correctly.
Successful trading is not about charts, it's not about fundamental analysis. It is how you think when you are in a position, be it a winning position or a losing position. And as I often say, when people are in a winning position, they have a tendency to get afraid that their position is going to turn against them. And when they are in a losing position, they have a tendency to hope that the market is going to turn around and take them out whole. But the reality is that when I'm in a winning position, I think positively about it and I add to my winning positions, i.e. I compound to make the position even bigger. But when I'm losing, I step back and say, I'm just wrong. And I think the vast majority of losing traders does exactly the opposite of how I do it.